Mathieu. Ebert. I'm a French-German. I live in the tri-border area here, and I used to work for the startup Freiburg. Freiburg was founded in 2018 as a standard VC-backed tech startup, and between 2018 and this summer we managed to grow the company basically from 0 to roughly 10 million revenue, doing sales in Europe and also to North America. And therefore, I can share quite a bit of experience about crossing borders for, let's say, sales and go-to-market. So the biggest challenge if you want to expand in different regions, countries, and even continents is to overcome your mindset that you can do it all by yourself. And just because you have a technical communication channel doesn't mean you have a real connection to everybody. Some disciplines can probably stay virtual, but bringing a product to the market, a complex product, is something which happens between you humans. And you really have to accept that you can't all do it by yourself from home. You have to be close to the customer, and you have to hire people who are even closer to the customer. So going abroad, going international, expanding internationally is also about building an international team. And this can be very tough because you're limited in budget, you're limited in time in terms of onboarding people. So also selecting the right people where you have a good intuition that they will be up to speed fast and understand what you want to do is critical. But in the end, it's about being aware that going to market is building personal relations, and this cannot be done just from home, just from one single sales group. It has to be dispersed. The opportunity of going international is, of course, scaling a lot faster than trying to convert every potential customer in your, let's say, area. If you only have one product and you want to scale fast, it's easier to do it in a larger territory than across one territory, across the different customer types. The key is to understand when you've reached the limit in a certain territory and you start to look for the low-hanging fruits abroad, to then come back in your territory where you have all the learnings to tackle the more challenging customers. The key factor is, with a limited amount of resources, get the maximum output. This sounds very generic. And if you translate this to human resources, in sales, language is a big asset. So if you find somebody who simply speaks more than just German and English, but speaks German, English, and French, it just helps you to address a huge market like France out of Germany without hiring a second person. And this might be a benefit for 6 to 12 months, but this can be crucial because in this very short time, you start to build traction on a market, which then you can hand over later to a specialist, which is on the ground. But it's about seeding it properly at the beginning. If I can give an advice in general is try to use more external resources than try to do everything yourself. The chances that somebody else has done a similar thing out there are huge. There are a lot of really good advisors out there. There are a lot of good mentors. Try to use some existing resources and try to avoid doing everything from scratch and learning everything yourself, because it's just a waste of time. And even though in a first instance it looks cheaper, in the end it slows down your whole go-to-market phase. A fast go-to-market, a fast increasing revenue is the best leverage for a successful funding. So try to be fast in the very early stages in go-to-market.